Why sign that contract?
Again, you think that when you sign a record deal, right? Because I'm young. I'm about to turn 19. Pimp's 18, and you don't know the horror stories, right, about the industry. You don't know, like, how, quite frankly, how sneaky and devilish and underhanded it is.
Right.
We signed to Jive Records, and it was the biggest moment of our life. We were two dudes from Port Arthur, Texas, the town with 50,000 people, and here we are in New York City at Jive Records, the home of Too Short, Houdini, you know what I'm saying? Tribe Called Quest, and all our dreams is finna come true. We don't understand. No, because we don't understand that it's a negotiation, right? We think you signed we don't know that. Because I'd never signed a contract to anything. I'd never had any type of extended obligation to anything at that point.
Right.
I just assumed everything that I needed in the contract was going to be in the contract. Right. We had a lawyer. You pay the lawyer does what they're supposed to do. And everybody gets a good deal. And I have never seen, a more horribly constructed contract than my contract. Like, my contract had a clause that when one of us died, the other one could go get another nigga and bring him in and keep the group going, but at a 3-point reduction.
That's crazy.
If a nigga died, to go to jail. And so when he got locked up, they asked me if I wanted to exercise the clause.
Wow.
That's wicked.
With a 3-point reduction.
Yeah,
the name of the label is Jive.
Jive Turkey. Good job, Chuck.
No offense to y'all, but I always wondered about that. I know what Jive mean. Like, why they name the record company Jive?
Well, we signed the contract. We went out, we sat in the room, we signed the contract, and we was trying to keep it cool. And we went out in the hallway and we was like, yes, nigga, we made it. And then here comes KRS-One down the hallway. Chris Parker,
Jesus.
one of the greatest niggas ever.
Shout out
be
to
a part of
KRS-One.
this culture, not just an MC, to be a part of this culture, a representative of this culture. Very few people have sacrificed, and I want this to be said. Very few people have sacrificed more than he has for the culture. Mm-hmm. Let's just make that clear. Especially in this 50th year, I want to make that clear. And we see him, and we're like, yo, KRS-One, what's up? We Bun B, we UGK, we came up here to sign. Y'all signed yet? Like, yeah, we just signed just now. Fuck. Good luck. Good luck, my brother. Good luck, my brother, and walked off.
Damn. Wow.
And we went from thinking we just had the greatest moment of our life.
This nigga rained on your whole parade.
But it was a reality check that we needed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
God knows how long we would have been operating under ignorance had he not
right then
and there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I thank you for that.
What was your immediate reaction to him doing that?
Like, what have we done? Like, how much of this do we not even really understand?
Right.
Like, why are we even here
Now you start questioning
with these niggas, right? Is it the game or is it just these niggas, right?
Right.
No, it's par for the course.
Mm-hmm.
It's par for the course, you know?
Mm-hmm. You know how many artists sat in that chair and gave the same story?
Most.
Yeah, all of them.
Legends, people that we'll remember for the next 100 years. Same thing. But at the time, it's the opportunity.
We didn't think people were getting rich off hip hop. I didn't think that, right? I saw people getting cars and jewelry, but I knew people were successful, but I didn't know, I couldn't really gauge if niggas was millionaires or anything like that. But I could tell that from most of the people that I saw, they came from projects and ghettos and shit like that. They had nice shit now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Give me some of that.
Give me some
right?
nice shit.
Give me some of this nice shit. You know? So that's what I figured. You make the music, you're good enough to make a record company want to sign you, the gates open.
What about shows? Did they have any rights to your shows when you did perform?
No, 360s didn't
before the
exist
360.
360s didn't exist.
Before we shit all over Jive, even I have no.
I'm not sure. But this is not a Jive thing. This is an industry thing.
It was every one of them.
I am one of hundreds, if not thousands of stories.
Every one of them.
Everyone. I don't know one story that someone's like, they did it right. They took care of, like, it's.
No. There was.
I have one. I have one.
People walked into the
I
situation.
personally had a situation
expecting there was going to be some shit,
No, you can
And
name
we
one
had-
of the
we-
majors
we have
that
to
like people were like they're absolutely on point from back then.
One person came in here and said, I got a fair deal.
Who?
And I've never had a problem. Loon.
Yeah.
Who?
Loon.
Loon?
That was
Oh.
Bad Boy.
And just to be clear, that situation you got with the publishing, that's the same thing. I know later he fixed it, but that's what Puff gave Big for his publishing was $50,000.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But what did it take to fix it?
Well, it's not even about fixing it. It's about the realization that you knew the whole time you was over me. You knew you were over me. I trusted you in this. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where you went wrong.
Absolutely.
The goal of the label is always to make the best deal possible for themselves.
But they play on the fact that
They're
you're
young.
coming from nothing.
It was
They know
inherent.
you're not going to do
That's
your homework.
Everyone. That's everyone in all aspects of life in any business you're in. If you don't know and I know, it's not my job to educate you before you get here.
No,
It's
but,
not.
but it's not,
At
it's
the
not
same
just
time-
that.
No,
it's
no.
not just that. Hold on.
Hold on, 'cause this nigga always talking crazy to me, man. Hold on a second.
No, but it's the dream. You're not going
Exactly.
in there with a business sense. You're going in there with, this is my dream.
You need to wake the
You
fuck
dig
up.
what I'm saying? Like,
But you're saying that now, Maker, but you're 17, 18 years old. You may have kids. You may have a mom that's sick. You may have a dad that's strung out on crack. It could be all kind of shit going on in your life. You walk into a record
It's-
label.
Does the health insurance
it's
care about
still
that?
the dream,
Does your
bro.
car loan?
There's
care about
You don't
nothing.
even have all of that at that
There
age.
is nothing
Anything you
on the
sign in life.
outside that tells you being a successful recording artist isn't going to benefit you. There's nothing that coming into this game that tells you that. Half the niggas would not go further if you know, and I'm going to tell you before you sign this, it's not going to be what you think it is. Right? Nobody's telling people that. People's like, you just need to know what you're getting yourself into. Right? So the opportunity has always been there. You just need to know what you're getting yourself into.
Educate yourself.
I didn't care to know. That's why I got fucked over. Plain and simple. And the more I learned, the less likely I was to get fucked over. Now at this point, if I get fucked over, that's on me. You know what I'm saying? That's on me. But back then, I just thought that shit came with it.
And with the amount of information that's out, if you get fucked over today, again,
Yeah, that's on you.
Because you could go so far by yourself before they even come into the equation. You know what I'm saying?
if you got the patience.
And
If
by
you got the
then,
patience.
you should have learned your worth and your value, and you should be able to bring that to the negotiating table.
But you have to be willing to do the unsexy job for that. Most of them aren't. That's the issue. They don't want to do the unsexy job, and that's the education part. That's the unsexy
well,
part.
there isn't supposed to be an unsexy part of the entertainment industry.
That you can't tell them.
It's not. There's not supposed to be that.
Yeah,
Because
there
where do
was-
you see it? How would you know?
Yeah,
when
they
you go in Popeyes, you see niggas frying. You know that's a hard job.
Right.
You can see that. You can't
Right.
see that in the entertainment industry.
Then
Now,
now you know.
Well, people
if you
talk out
want to
now,
know,
though. Back
if you
then,
want to
people's
know,
pride was
there's
big.
still clueless motherfuckers that'll sign right now.
Yep.
Right now, with
Give away
every
the
bit of
pinky
information
finger.
you have, with every example. I don't give a f. Let me sign, give me my check, and let me figure out how to make
It's
this
the
shit work.
dream.
I'll figure this shit out.
I
It's the dream.
don't give a 5 words that will have that ass hemmed up for the next 20 years. And that's how you felt when you walked in the door. And here
but
come the repercussions.
I'm not
of
saying it's
giving a
sound.
fuck.
I'm
No,
not
I
saying it's
get you.
sound. I'm just saying that that's what happened.
No, I get you.
That's what happened.
I agree.
There's always going to be somebody that can't go back. I don't give a f. I can't go back. Whatever they want to give me, I'm going to take it. I'm going to make what I can make out of it. Because I can't go back.
That's a fact.
I can't go back in that house. I can't go back in that house.
The dream.
I know so many people, like, I can't go back in that
I'm
house.
gonna try to figure
I
this
gotta
shit out.
go.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
And that's
Bruh.
I don't care if it's bad. That's worse.
that's
I
operating,
can handle bad.
operating
Because
from
that's
a place
worse.
of
Right.
desperation, operating from a place of
That's-
desperation with no leverage.
Yeah, that's pretty much
How
it.
did you think
make
this
your own
was gonna
decisions.
go? Like,
The only other option is to
How did
commit
you
to
think?
drowning in the water.
yeah,
I'm gonna fight to stay above water
Yeah.
because the only other option is drowning.
but I got
listen.
you.
Again, as
Listen.
bad, because that's why I'm saying, as bad as it is, people will sign up for a bad situation because the alternative is worse. Right? At least with this, there's a chance
Yeah, no.
to possibly
totally.
make something.
Totally.
Even if the record deal is fucked up, right? I can still
Yeah.
do some shows. I can still sell some merch.
Merch,
Even if
yeah.
it's a 70-30 or whatever, 360 deal. It's better than that.
Signing was the success. And
I
for
can't,
some people, signing
I can't sleep
was
in
the
that
success.
house. I can't sleep in that house anymore and keep my sanity. If I stay in there any longer, I'm gonna become bad. I'm gonna be a bad person, right? I'm gonna react terribly. I have to get out of this environment. You know what I'm saying? I have to. It's just that simple. That's why people are home. That's why so many young people are homeless. I can't go back to that house. I'm getting beaten. I'm getting touched. My mom keep getting her ass cooked, and I can't whoop. I keep trying to fight him. She won't let me. I can't live here. I can't keep my sanity. I have to go. I don't give a what's out there. I got to turn my back on this.
It's not worse than what's in here.
It can't be. In their mind, it can't be. Yo, bro, I wouldn't sign this. So what, stay here? Swap with me. If it ain't that bad, swap me. You come live here, and I'll go live in your house. I feel you, fam. Go ahead, sign. Do what you gotta do. You know, and look, this world feeds on desperation.
Factory settings.
This world feeds on the desperation of people. People walk through this world hoping they meet somebody that got nowhere else to go.